Welcome to the Temple Mount, the Holy HaBayt, place where Hashem's house will be rebuilt in its place. You know, after the Babylonians destroyed the temple, 70 years later, Hashem stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, and ordered the temple to be rebuilt, saying in the book of Ezra, chapter 1, "Thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, all the kingdoms of the earth has Hashem, God of heaven, given to me, and he has commanded me to build him a temple in Jerusalem, which is in Judea. Whoever is among you, of his entire people, may his God be with him. Let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judea, and build the temple of Hashem, God of Israel. He is the God which is in Jerusalem. And whoever remains in whatever place he dwells, let the inhabitants of the place bestow upon him gifts of silver and gold, of valuables, and of animals, together with the contribution for the temple of God, which is in Jerusalem. So the heads of the families of Judah and Benjamin, and the Kohanim and the Levites, with all those whose spirits God had aroused, got up to ascend and build the temple of Hashem, which is in Jerusalem." So amazing that we learn from this that the Jewish people consist of the people of Judah, Benjamin, and the Levites for the most part. And that although they came, a remnant of them came back, those who remained still contributed to the house of God in Jerusalem, many of them. And this was by the order of the king. And after 17, 18 years, the temple stood there because the enemies of the Jewish people hindered the work, and the temple could not be built. But however, and the people were sort of settled with the status quo until Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the prophet came to the people. And Haggai spoke in the name of Hashem. "Thus says Hashem, Master of legions, saying, this nation has said, the time has not come yet. It is time for the temple of Hashem to be rebuilt." So he said, "Thus says Hashem, Master of legions, set your heart to your ways, go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the temple, and I will be pleased with it, and I will be honored, says Hashem." So they began to work on the house of God and build it, but the enemy sent letters to Darius and complained to have the work that they started up again to be stopped. And Darius, the king of Persia, he said, "Leave the work of this temple of God alone. The governor of the Jews and the elders of the Jews shall rebuild this temple of God in its place. A decree is hereby issued by me that you should cooperate with these elders of the Jews to rebuild this temple of God, and the expenses should be provided immediately to these people from the royal estate. And may the God who has caused his name to dwell there topple any king or people who may stretch out his hand to disobey this decree, to damage this temple of God that is in Jerusalem. I, Darius, have issued a decree. Let it be done." So there was a situation that the temple was started, and then it was stopped by another king. But God said to the prophets, "Hey, I want my house built." It's a matter of faith to build a house during difficult times. What happened is Hashem sent a prophet and said, "Start working on this house. Get back to work, and I will be with you and I will accept it." And then came a new decree from the new king of Persia. This teaches us that at any time when the opportunity arises, we should immediately go and do the work on the temple. It can be done. And people from around the world can contribute to this great monolithic work for the name of the God of Israel. And as he says, and I will be with you. This is amazing. So it's something that we must think about even in our day. People might be saying that the time hasn't come yet. Don't listen to those words. The mitzvah is a standing mitzvah for all eternity. Hashem says, build me a sanctuary, and I will dwell in their midst. And all the best. Have a wonderful day.